Thanks for joining me today. Whether you're an eagle, a thunderbird, a quail, a bluebird, a songbird, an albatross, and whatever you are, this class is for you. So yoga poses tend to have a lot of animals as their names. So today we focus on 3 or 4 different bird poses. We have pigeon, we have bird of paradise, we have eagle pose, even crow pose. So we get into the hips and shoulders for this class and just have a little bit of fun. So grab your yoga mat, blocks, blanket, strap, and I'll see you on the mat. Thank you. Welcome to the bird class. I call this the yoga bird class because we're going to do 3 poses today that are named after birds. One is Raja Kapotasana, so royal pigeon, or we'll just do pigeon pose today. And then we have Garudasana, which is eagle pose, which is a standing balance pose. And then we'll approach bird of paradise. And I actually forgot to look up the Sanskrit name for that, but those of you out here who know what that is in Sanskrit, go ahead and write that in the comments. So let's get started. Sitting tall here, just go ahead and do cat-cow as you're seated. Round the spine and then lift the chest. Exhale, round, draw the navel in, creating a letter C. Inhale, lifting up. Do 2 more like that. Exhale, inhale, and 1 more here. Exhale, inhale, opening up. Taking the arms in front of you, crisscrossing the arms, one on top of the other, bend the elbows, and hug yourself here. It's an eagle hug. Round the spine, let the head hang. Curve the spine back like a letter C. And then inhale, open up, look up, and then other side here. So crisscross the elbows the other direction, round the spine, curve the back. Inhale, opening up, reach up here, and then sweep the arms to the side. So bring them down, up, and press the palms together. Exhale down. A couple more. Inhale through the nose, sitting tall, drawing the navel in. Exhale, palms to heart center. 1 more here. And then draw the palms together at the heart. Gently close the eyes. We'll sit here for a moment or 2. Notice your breath. Notice your state of mind. And then settle into the body. Allow the breath and the mind to notice the body. The breath carries the mind toward the body. So directing your attention to any areas that are tight or tense or energized or tired, however you're feeling, just observing that right now. Gently draw the shoulders back to help open the chest here. 1 more breath. And then bow the head toward the heart. Release the hands and let's come to hands and knees. So fingertips are spread wide, knees are underneath the hips. Coming into cat-cow. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lift the tail. Exhale, round. Inhale, opening up. And 1 more here. Exhale. And inhale. Go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. Extend the left leg out. And then if you're ready, you can also extend the right arm. Otherwise, leave the right hand down. Inhale here. Toes pointed down in the back foot. Exhale. Round the spine a little bit as you draw the elbow and knee toward midline. Inhale. Using the strength of the left arm to support you in the left shoulder. Exhale, coming center, navel centered. Inhale, opening. Exhale. Inhale. This is called bird dog in some exercise catalogs. And exhale. And release, take a breath. So bird dog, other side. Extend the right leg out. Toes are pointed down. Draw the navel in as you extend the left arm out. If you're taking that option, thumb is lifted. So thumb is up, toe is down in the back. Take a full breath in. Strong shoulder in the right arm. Exhale, round the back, knee and elbow, move center. Inhale, reach the toes away, reach the heel away. Exhale, round. Inhale. Trying not to let the hips sway too much. Exhale. You can always slow it down. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Let's come into down dog here. So lift the knees up, let the head hang. Two more breaths. And one more inhale. Press the heels down on the exhale. Keep a soft bend of the knees. And then come to a seat. You can jump or just step in. So coming into boat pose for a moment. Roll the shoulders back a couple of moments. Lift the legs up, draw the legs together, and lift the feet up any amount here. And you can hold on to the legs for the whole duration if you want. Open the chest by drawing the elbows back and make sure you're coming out of the lower back so you're not rounding here. Feel free to release the legs if you want. Lift the chest, extend the legs if you want. Continue to lift for another inhale and exhale. Cross the legs and then just lift up for a moment. Keep the feet down or feet lifted and then lower down. Okay, walk the hands forward. And just for this moment here, notice which shin is in front. For me, it's my left. So we'll do that all again, and then when you recross, make sure the other shin is in front. So pull the hips back, walk the hands forward, opening up the hips here. And then walk the hands back. Good. What do birds have to do with boats? Well, a lot. So come back into boat pose, open the chest here. Either keeping the hands there, you can release the arms, feel the inner parts of your body, the navel, all the hip flexors, they're all starting to turn on. Feel free to extend any amount here. Lift the chest for another breath. And then cross the shin, the other shin in front. Feel free to lift up here. You can play with lifting the feet up, your choice. And then lower down and walk the hips back, folding forward in Sukhasana, easy pose. So just an easy cross leg here. Really reach now with the fingers, draw them forward, pulling the hips back. You should feel a gentle stretch in the hips. If you're tighter in the lats or in the back of the body, you'll feel a sensation there as well. And then walk the hands back. And your choice here, either just coming straight into down dog, or you can, take a rolling like a ball situation here. So legs together, you're holding onto the front of the shins. Do it one more time. Cross the legs, place the hands down, coming into plank and making your way into down dog. So it doesn't matter how you get to down dog, just find your down dog. Feet are hips distance. Hands are where they should be, where that feels comfortable for you and stable. Press the palms down. Keep a bend in the knees if you need that for your lower back. Ribs drawing in if they tend to flare out. Let's find Malasana from here. It's a deep squat. So step one leg forward, the other leg forward. Feet can be wide. Sink the hips down. Lift the chest. So if Malasana is not your thing, grab a block and sit on that block. It could be 2 blocks. Just make sure you're supported and you're breathing. So holding Malasana for one more breath here. And then inhale, rising up to stand. Lift the arms up. Exhale, one more Malasana. So I'll show you from the front. Coming down here, toes can be diagonally out. Make sure the heels are grounded. So if the heels are lifting, place a blanket underneath both heels or roll up your mat, place them under the heels. You want that connection of the feet. Taking a mild twist here, place the left hand down and then twist open to the right, reaching with the right arm, lift the chest, and then second side, palms together for a moment, inhale, exhale, other side, ground down through the right hand, twist and reach over to the left, reaching up with the left hands, and then come back to center, forward fold from here. So lift the hips up, parallel the feet. I'm going to have my feet hips distance. And then catch hold of the toes if it's there for you. If not, grabbing hold of blocks or ankles. Let the head hang. Shift the weight a little bit forward on the feet. Bend the elbows. Again, you can have a nice bend in the knees. Relaxing the neck. Feel free if you'd like to say no with the neck and the head. And slowly you can say yes with the head and the neck. Let's come to stand. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, finding pigeon pose from here. Inhale, at the top of the mat, lift the arms. Exhale to Uttanasana, forward fold. So long back, push the hips back. Weight comes to the toes. Bend the knees and jump or step into plank pose. Lower through Chaturanga. You can come to knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to down dog. Straight into Kapotasana, one leg. Inhale, sweep the right leg up. Exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose. I'll show you from the front. Externally rotate the right knee out to the right. Place that shin down and walk your hands back. Walk your left leg back and you're in pigeon pose. If this is extreme, coming out of keeping that back leg back, coming into more of a 90-90 with the legs here will do. So a lot of options in pigeon. We're trying to have an evenness in the pelvis. So if your pelvis feels awfully wonky, feel free to sneak a blanket into your right hip or underneath it. Lift the chest here. Press the fingers down. Coming down any amount here, getting into that right hip. Pull the right hip back. Wrap the left hip forward, draw the ribs in for one more breath. Great, coming into down dog, however you'd like. So you can come through plank to Chaturanga, to up dog, or just pressing right into down dog. We'll all meet there. Take one inhale, exhale. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, left knee draws in toward the nose and then rotate the knee out to the side so the knee is outside of the hip. Flex the right toes toward the knee and notice here how I'm using my right toes to walk me back. Lift the chest, open up, expanding pigeon pose here. So again, you can always sneak that blanket underneath the hip like so. You want to find an evenness in the hips. You want to find the hip points lifting up. And then you're also sinking down. So there's a lot happening in pigeon here. Holding for another breath. And then coming out of pigeon pose, walk the hands forward, curl the back toe under, finding plank and come straight into downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. And stepping forward or hopping forward into Ardha Uttanasana. So the spine is parallel to the ground. Sternum pulls forward, weight shifts towards the toes. Exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, press through the feet, coming up to stand. And exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Keep your blocks nearby. Keep them right in front of you, wherever you're facing. Coming into chair pose first. So feet can be together, hips distance, whatever feels right for you. Lift the arms up here, bend the knees and sink deeply, like you're sitting in a chair. If the arms are kind of troublesome, play with bringing the arms forward or hands to the heart. Hold here for another breath. Really move the weight back into the heels and then come up to stand, hands to the heart center. Okay, this is where we'll use our blocks here in a single leg balance. Ground down through the left foot, lift the right heel up, lift the chest. And then cross right ankle over left knee. And then come into a seat. So push the hips back, finding chair pose. And then bring your hands to the block. Continue to bend the knee and fold forward, keeping the left knee bent. So holding here, you can even latch that toe around the left leg. Draw the right hip back. Holding here for another breath. Make sure you're not rounding too much in the back. Slowly folding up now, or unfolding with the torso. Coming up here into single leg chair. And then release the leg into single leg chair, but the leg is floating. And then press up to stand. Hands come to the heart. So we're jumping right into hip stability here, as well as balance. Ground down through the right foot. Notice the connection here of the hip point to the right knee, to the right ankle. You want that, even though there's flow and give to it, but really you're using the muscles to align your skeleton is what's happening here. So lift the right or left leg up, cross that left foot over, and start to fold. Push the hips back. Bend the right knee. Keep bending, 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 folding forward until you catch your blocks. You could even bring your fingertips to the mat, your choice. Bend the hips, wrap that toe of the left foot around the right upper arm. Pull the chest forward, weight into the right leg, obviously. Even out the hips here. Notice if you're swaying to the right here with the hips, just draw it in. All right, here we go. Release the fingertips, unfold here with the torso, hands to the chest, or lift the arms here. Keep sinking down for another moment here. Draw the ribs in, release the leg, stay there in that squat, and then press up to stand, release the leg and arms, hands to the heart. Okay, finding full eagle pose. So ground down through the left leg or the left foot, and either your choice here, you can cross that leg, doing the number 4 thing again, where you bend the knee, or placing one thigh on top of the other. Intertwine the foot behind you and then even out the hips here. Lift the chest, draw the hands forward, and then cross left elbow over right. So right knee over left knee, left elbow over right elbow, and then bring the forearms together, palms together, lift the elbows, and sink low. Here's our eagle. Take a breath. You can always catch hold of the shoulders if the rack with the hands is just troublesome. Find the position that least distracts you and allows you to concentrate. Sink down, fold over this time. So the eagle is landing in its nest, chest pulls forward. Inhale, lifting up again, finding that balance. Coming back up to stand, release the arms and legs, take a breath. So that's what it feels like to be an eagle, right? Okay, second side. Ground down through the right foot, lift the left heel up. Option here, again, number 4 with the legs, and you're sitting back with the hips. Otherwise, crisscross one leg over the other. So left over right, hook that toe or leave the toe hanging out, even out the hips. Arms reach forward, cross right over left, finding eagle arms here. Lift the elbows, pull the hands away from the face, and sink down. Use the hips, and then fold forward. So folding at the hips here. Draw the chest forward. See if the elbows can move past the knees. Press down to lift up, finding that steadiness here. Draw the navel in. One more inhale, exhale. And then release, come back to stand. Take a breath. Standing in mountain pose for a moment. Inhale here, close the eyes. Exhale. And then gently open the eyes up. Fingertips together, bend the knees, jump and step wide. Coming into second warrior. Spin the left toes in toward the right. The left heel is further away now than the right toes. Bring the left toes. Now bring the right toes out 90 degrees and bend the front knee into warrior 2 and gaze steady over the fingertips. Drawing the shoulders over the hips, coming down even further if there's space, pushing this thigh back, and then we'll find bound side angle. So first reaching, taking yourself into side angle, hands to the mat, lift the chest here. It can be on the inside of the leg, you can have your hand to a block or even to the forearm. Reach over if there's space. And take bound angle. If that's you, you'll have the strap in your top hand. You'll take that strap all the way behind you if you need it. Taking the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee, and then draw the hand under the thigh. Catch hold of the hand either via straps or fingers or wrists or whatever. Push the hips forward, lift the chest. One more inhale and exhale. And release back into side angle. Coming up into warrior 2. Press the legs straight, parallel the feet, and jump together. Okay, we're preparing for Bird of Paradise, but we're on the road there. So let's do the other side, and then we'll get into that. Bend the knees, step wide. Spin the left toes out, the right toes spinning in, or the right heel just swinging out. Bend the left knee deeply. Use your legs and focus here. Side angle, shift and reach, and then take the hand to the inside of the leg, to a block, to the thigh. Palm faces toward the head, reach over. Open the chest here. Finding bound angle from here. So drawing the shoulder down. You can just do a half bind if you like, just the top arm. Or connect the hands with a strap or the fingers. Push the hips forward, roll the chest open. Make sure the hips are low for one more breath. And release, find side angle. Second warrior. Straighten the leg, parallel the feet, and step to the top of the mat. Take a breath. Finding wide-legged chair pose into Bird of Paradise. So finding Utkatasana, make sure the feet are at least hips distance, if not slightly wider. Inhale, lift the arms up. And if the strap is nearby, make sure you know where it is. Exhale, sitting back into a deep squat. Make sure the knees aren't buckling in, you're pushing the knees out. And then for a moment, let the torso hang, let the head hang. Take a breath. And then twist. So place the right hand down, knees are bent, hip is low, twisting open here. And then taking that left hand up and over, just finding a bind. So it can catch hold of the pants or the thigh. Take the right arm, place it inside the knee, and then find the left hand or take that strap. And then lift up and straighten the left leg and draw the right foot in. And then hug the left hip in. As you do, press down through the left foot and lift the right leg up. Open the chest. Holding here, extending the hamstring if it works for you. Bird of Paradise for one more breath. Slowly bend the knee, coming down. And release. Forward fold for a moment. Let the head hang. Inhale and exhale. Second side. Bend the knees deeply. Coming into chair pose for a moment. Wide legs, knees pressing out. And then fold in. And then take a twist. So left hand down, right hand lifts up, chest lifts up to the right. And then find the half bind. So right hand comes up and over, find the left thigh. Either staying here or taking the left hand under and finding the right hand. Connect. Take a breath. Bottom hand connects to the top wrist if it's there. Straighten the right leg, come to the tippy toe of the left foot. Draw the toes closer to each other. Look down, take a breath. Hug the right hip in. Press the right foot down, lifting up the left leg. Push the hips forward. Spine is tall and long. If it's there, extending the left leg, holding for one breath. Bend the leg, bend the other leg, and release. I didn't realize my knee would bend so quickly. Head hangs. Excellent. Coming into Malasana one more time. Sit the hips low, lift the chest, or sitting on a block. To round out our birding practice, if you want, you can take crow pose from here, Bakasana. Hands come wide. Lift the hips up. Hug the knees in toward the upper arms. Gaze is forward and ahead. Lift the hips, squeeze the knees in, lift the toes. Draw everything in to lift up for one more breath. Slowly lower down. Take a breath here. And then let's come to lying on the ground. Good, taking a little bit of a core focus here, and then we'll cool down. So cross the right leg over the left, intertwine the legs here, or just leave the foot hanging out. So right is over left, left comes over right. You can hug the shoulders or find eagle arms here. So supine eagle pose with a double crunch. Full inhale here. Exhale, round the tailbone, lift the head, neck, and shoulder. Lift the tailbone up and connect. Inhale, come back down. Try that again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, just tap the toe. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tapping the toe. Few more here. Lift and lower. And one more here. And lower down. Unwind and recross, second leg, finding eagle legs here. So left over right leg, and then taking right arm over left, finding your variations as you need it. You guys ready? Take a full breath in. Exhale, lift up and round. Inhale, opening up. Tap the toe gently. Exhale. Use the strength of the navel to lower down toward the spine. Few more. Drive the knees in toward the face. Exhale up. Inhale. Two more. And last one here. All right. And release. Just leave that leg crossed, so left leg crossed over right. And gently take a twist here. Leg can come down any amount. You can also extend the leg out if you want, or keep the knee hugged in. Whatever's comfortable here. Just taking a gentle twist. Hold here for a few more breaths. Slowly come back to center, uncross, and recross the other direction. You can scoot the hips over to the right with the right leg over the left, and then lower the legs down any amount. You can also sneak a blanket in to support the legs. How handy is that? Open up the arms. Just relax the upper body here, the face muscles. One more full inhale, exhale. And come back to center, taking your block here. We'll do supported bridge. Press the hips down and take your sacrum, it's the bottom of your spine, to the block. Make sure you're fully supported without the tailbone hanging off, and without the block being too far down either. So bend the knees or leave the feet flat. Knees come in toward the face, and extend the legs up. Draw the legs together and keep the ankles over the hips. Open the chest here and settle the gaze on the feet. Finding our inversion practice at the end of our hips and shoulders birds class. So allowing the feet to relax, getting a little bit of a different perspective here with the head relaxing, and the feet are now the head. Just a different approach. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Settling the mind down, reconnecting. Bend the knees. Slowly, you can go one leg at a time. You can bring the legs down. Take a moment here in supported bridge. So either feet can stay where they are, or you can stretch out the hip flexors here. So extending one leg out and feeling the stretch in the front of the thigh. Make sure the hips stay even, and then you can switch to the second side. Straightening out the left leg, right knee stays bent. And then you can do both. And reach the arms up overhead, or any variation therein. Slowly draw the feet back, one at a time. If the arms are overhead, bring them back. Lift the hips up, release the hips down. Taking Shavasana, extend the legs out. We'll stay here for a minute. Gently close the eyes. Take a full inhale. On the exhale, just let it go. Let the whole thing go. Rest and relax, allowing the smooth and steady breath to calm you, to bring you that sense of stillness, of connectedness to the body. We were like birds today, taking flight, experiencing the air and the heights. And we're also like birds when we nest and settle in. We can be like birds, working away, creating good things for our families, our communities. We can all be like birds as well when we sing our songs in our unique individual ways. Take a full breath in and out. Begin to wake yourself. Move the fingers and toes. Rock the head side to side. Take your time. Roll to one side. Press up to a seat. Draw the palms together, sit tall. Gently bow the heads. Rub your palms together. Cup the center of your warm hands over your eyes. Then look into your palms. Blink with the eyes open, and then move the hands away from your face. I thank you so much. Thank you for joining me today for our yoga birding class. I hope to see you again soon.